For over 20 days, Israel and Hamas have been locked in an intense war, a full-blown conflict triggered by the broad daylight massacre of over 1,400 Israelis on October 7th. After brutal air assaults, Israel is now targeting Hamas terror infrastructures by land and sea ambush. The Israeli army, backed by fighter jets and drones, carried out a second limited ground raid into northern Gaza yesterday, wherein several Hamas targets in the Shujaiya area were reportedly struck by Israeli ground forces overnight. Now, Israeli naval forces launched a targeted raid from the Mediterranean Sea into southern Gaza, destroying Hamas maritime infrastructure. Israeli soldiers even entered a compound used by Hamas commando naval forces and targeted it. Hamas terrorists were caught off guard when the ships fired back-to-back missiles. So first of all, listen in to this sonic boom. On the other hand, Israeli jets continue to rain fire and fury from the skies, from command centers to military observation posts. Israel claims it flattened over 250 Hamas targets in just a single day. It says that it has dropped bunker busters on Hamas terror tunnel, which contained rockets and anti-tank missiles. Now, as per the Israeli Defense Forces, they identified and targeted multiple terrorist sites like anti-tank missile launch sites and military command and control centers during the second ground raid in Gaza. The troops successfully withdrew from the area and no Israeli soldiers were harmed during the mission. As for a full-fledged ground assault, the Israeli government is yet to take a call on that. But one thing they are sure, it is a question of either them or us. Take a look at this report from the thick of action.
We are just a few meters away from the Gaza border, and you can hear the sounds of the explosion, and you can see that there are several tanks deployed along the Gaza border. Anytime these tanks will be given order to just move inside. This is Markava tank. This is considered to be one of the best. And since morning, there's a lot of tension in this area. Often the siren sound is heard. Rockets are being fired from across, and they're also going for the retaliatory action. They're trying to target them. And this tank is, see, right now also while I'm talking to you, there's a sound of explosion. There's a sound of explosion. So there is an uncertain atmosphere. There's a lot of unpredictability in the area, and so there's a lot of tension right now because we are just few meters away from the border, and you can hear that sound of those explosions. So we had been asked to just lie here. That is the only way you can just prevent yourself from this explosion. See, right now the explosions are going on, and it's a very tense atmosphere, and it's continuing because already you have seen the two phases of the war. Now the third phase is already going to start. IDF officer already said that now they will go inside Gaza. Because they will go inside Gaza, they are going to decimate all those people, Hamas terrorists who had resorted to barbarism, brutality. And right now also you can see, because this is the best way. And these tanks are ready, these armored vehicles are ready to take on enemy. Right now you can see there's a shelling going on. There's a shelling going on and explosion sound can be heard. We're just hiding behind this tank right now to save ourselves from any kind of a shrapnel, the killer shrapnel flooding in the air, hitting. So that's the best thing to do. Either you should move towards any of those areas or you should be behind any of these vehicles to save your life. So tension here, uncertainty here continues.
What I saw here was not only sadism, not only brutality, it was related to monsters. I feel mercy for the people who needs a particular proof of the decapitation. I feel mercy for the people who needs a proof of how they decapitated, and I have pictures of decapitated head, and I will not show it to you. This is not revenge. Right now, it's professionally. It's a military professional plan how to get the cancerous entity that right now involved with citizens inside Gaza.